Dakar, the most brutal and unpredictable sporting event in the world of auto racing. Today I will tell you the story of the creation of the most famous rally race in the world. Step by step, mile by mile, drivers break through the hot desert, under the bright African sun, heading towards the finish line. The Kamaz Master team is one of the most renowned in this race. My video will tell you what the success of victories of the Russian car consists of. The Dakar Rally is not just a battle against the natural frontier, but also against oneself. It's a challenge that raises the flag and makes the hearts of fans beat faster. For all those who are not afraid of speed, let's go! The history of the Dakar Rally began in 1979, when French motorcyclist Thierry Sabine organized the first race called Paris-Dakar. Thierry Sabine, who was already a rally driver, got lost in the Tenerife desert during the Abidjan-Nice race in 1977. Oh, what an adventure it was! Eventually he was rescued and returned to his native France. Oh, what a relief he must have felt, returning to life after such a dangerous situation. But still enchanted by the landscape of the desert and a rally venue, he promised himself to share his admiration with as many people as possible. What an inspiring gesture! He developed a new route for the rally, which was to start in Paris, continue through Algeria, then pass through Niger, and finish in Dakar. Oh, what courage and bravery it took for the participants to embark on such a journey. The famous motto of the Dakar Rally was "A challenge for those who go, a dream for those who stay behind." Such beautiful words, full of aspiration and thirst for adventure. From the very first races, the Dakar Rally became one of the most challenging and dangerous sports competitions in the world. Participants faced extreme conditions capable of testing the strength and endurance of every driver. They all took risks to surpass themselves and win this challenging test. My nerves are on edge just thinking about it. Oh, how many heroes and fate fighters will meet here. But it is worth remembering that the Dakar Rally was as dangerous as it was interesting. It is known that since 1979, 76 people have died in this race of cars and motorcycles. It's awful to imagine all the suffering and mortal risks that drivers endured over these years. The history of the Dakar Rally proves that courage, endurance, and perseverance can lead to the creation of a legendary competition that continues to inspire and impress people for over 40 years. And now I will tell you in detail about the stages of the formation of this incredible competition. The first famous rally started on December 26, 1978, at the Trocadero Square in Paris. What a magnificent day it was for all motorsport enthusiasts. A huge number of racers gathered in this place, surrounded by beautiful architecture, to embark on an exciting journey. The first Dakar Rally gathered 182 participants. These were both professional racers and enthusiasts of extreme adventures. They were ready to overcome thousands of kilometers, cross sandy dunes, mountain passes, and rocky sections to feel the true sweetness of victory. Oh, what heroism they possessed, facing such difficulties. To travel over 6,000 miles was not just a competitive task. Drivers were to explore these distant and uncharted territories. All participants realized that they were in for a real adventure, full of dangers and trials. The first Dakar Rally was successfully organized and attracted many racers and enthusiasts from all over the world. 80 teams on cars, 90 motorcyclists, and 12 truck teams arrived at the start of the first stage. Of the 182 teams that started the rally, 74 managed to finish, reaching the capital of Senegal. Cyril Nouveau, on a Yamaha XT500 motorcycle, became the first winner of the greatest rally in the world. The popularity of the rally didn't take long to manifest. In 1980, 216 cars participated, and in 1981, 291. Enchanted by the idea that ordinary people turn into adventures, challenging circumstances with limited resources in a race across the desolate desert of the African continent, enthusiasts flocked here to participate in the rally. In cars and motorcycles assembled in the garage, they competed with professionals. In the 1982 race, 382 drivers took part, twice as many as in the initial Dakar of 1979. The Range Rover team with a V8 engine won 2 out of 3 Dakar trophies. In 1987, not even a quarter of the participants finished, and in 1986, only every 5th. As the event director said, if everyone finished, it wouldn't be Dakar anymore. Imagine yourself, you are amidst endless sandy dunes, on the verge of extreme natural conditions. Your vehicle challenges mountain passes, rivers, forests, and swamps. You have to use all your driving and navigation skills to maintain the rhythm and keep moving forward. This is the Dakar Rally, an unparalleled competition that requires participants to go through a real test track thousands of miles long. And now I will tell you more about each of the classes, and I will start the narrative as they start in the race. And motorcycles are the first to start. The motorcycles category includes 3 groups. Group Light includes only athletes included in the special list of the Amaury Sports Organization, which is responsible for conducting important sports competitions. Group 2 includes all other motorcyclists, but the group is divided into 2 subgroups. The Super Production subgroup includes motorcycles that meet the general technical requirements. And there is also the Marathon subgroup. Unlike the others, it is prohibited to replace key components of the motorcycle, in particular the engine, frame, fork, during the competition. And Group 3, Quads. Until 2009, quads were formerly classified as motorcycles, but then received their own equal score. They are divided into 2 subgroups. 3.1 are single-cylinder quads with 2-wheel drive and engine displacement up to 750 cubic centimeters. And 3.2 includes single-cylinder and twin-cylinder quads with full drive and engine displacement up to 900 cubic centimeters. How much does a Dakar Rally motorcycle cost, you ask? So, an exact copy of the 2021 KTM 450 Rally motorcycle in Europe will cost you a solid 25,900 euros. Paying, you get a large engine with a volume of 450 cubic centimeters, a gearbox with an updated shifting mechanism, an engine management system, and an excellent exhaust system. In total, the company has released 85 such motorcycles. And here's something else interesting. To achieve success in rally raids, motorcyclists need to use mousses. No, this is not a hair care product. This is a special foam insert that replaces the inner tube in the tire. It is puncture resistant and can withstand heavy loads on any type of road surface. Later, representatives of the Cars class wake up and hit the track. In the Cars class, vehicles weighing no more than 3.8 tons are allowed to participate. These vehicles are divided into several categories. T1 includes modified and enhanced off-road vehicles. T2 features serial models of 4-wheel drive cars. There's also the open category, which includes other automobile vehicles weighing up to 3.8 tons. For participants in the T1 and T2 classes, the speed limit is now set at 112 miles per hour. Initially, European car brands such as Renault, Land Rover, Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, as well as Japanese brands like Toyota Land Cruiser were winning the rally. The most successful models in the rally's history are the Mitsubishi Pajero and Mitsubishi Montero, which won 7 years in a row from 2001 to 2007. Other manufacturers also presented their modified serial models at the rally. For example, Citroën Peugeot had 2 famous models, the 405 T16 and the 205 T16, and Porsche also participated. Currently, the Mini All4 Racing is considered the leader. Among the competing models were also Mercedes-Benz M, BMW X5 and BMW X3, Hummer 1 and Hummer 3, but they did not yet occupy leading positions. All crews are ready for the trials, and they want to show what their favorite cars are capable of. Although there have been various cases, and I'll tell you about one. It proves that attentiveness is needed not only on the racetrack. Once, during the rally, an unusual event occurred. The leader's car was stolen. In 1988, Ari Vatanen led the Dakar race in Peugeot 405 T16. The car disappeared when the team stopped for the night at a hotel in Mali. At this time, a man approached the head of the Peugeot Talbot sport team in the hotel and demanded 250,000 francs to be brought by taxi in 15 minutes. It is unclear whether the team's budget provided for such unforeseen situations, but the leader and his team ultimately managed to recover the car. However, this incident led to Vatanin's disqualification from the 1988 tournament, as he failed to make it to the start. As Ari himself noted, "This whole story is just incredible, like a plot from a movie." And lastly, at the starting position, stunning the fans with immense power, the truck's Class T4 appears. The roar of the engines of these giants penetrates every inch of the air. Trucks of Class T4 weighing more than 3,500 kilos stand before us in all their breadth of capabilities. These formidable vehicles include several subcategories. T41 combines serial factory models capable of overcoming any obstacles in their path. T42 includes modified and enhanced trucks. These machines are true technical masterpieces, created by ingenious engineers who sought to squeeze the maximum potential out of these trucks and achieve unmatched speed and off-road capability. And finally, T43 Fast Techs. Their main task is not to win, but to assist fast crews with spare parts and repairs. With their help, teams can quickly restore damaged vehicles and continue the race. In addition to this, there is also the T5 class, but trucks of this class do not participate in the race. They act as technical support vehicles for competing teams. They are ready to support their heroes and help them overcome any difficulties. Undoubtedly, trucks of Class T4 evoke admiration and excitement. Their roar and power boggle the imagination, and the skill of the drivers to control these behemoths is simply fantastic. A truck must have a serial chassis and a standard body. Despite certain modifications, the engine remains serial. For vehicles in categories T3, T4, and T5, which include lightweight prototypes, off-road vehicles, and trucks, the speed limit is up to 81 miles per hour. And that's why this is a story worth watching if you have strong nerves. In 1988, Jan de Rooij, the winner of the previous Dakar, on January 9th during the stage of the rally Jado-Agadez, while moving at a speed of about 112 miles per hour, lost control while overcoming another dune. The truck overturned several times and broke into pieces. The mechanic of the Kees van Leeuwenhoek crew died on the spot. De Rooij and his navigator, Chris Ross, suffered serious injuries and were taken to the hospital. After this incident, the DAF company ceased its participation in the Dakar, and Jan de Rooij himself returned to the race only in 2002, when he was already 58 years old. The crew of a Dakar rally truck consists of 3 people to ensure safety and uninterrupted conduct of the race. The team consists of a driver, navigator, and mechanic. Without a mechanic, breakdowns would lead to the end of the race for the team. Tire replacement on the truck would be impossible because all 3 crew members are required for this. Trucks of the following brands participated in the races: DAF, Hinoff, Hino, Iveco, Kamaz, Liaz, MAN, Maz, Mercedes-Benz, Renault, Scania, Tatra, and Unimog. In the 1980s, strong competition between DAF and Mercedes-Benz led to the emergence of vehicles equipped with 2 engines, with a total power of over 100 HP. After 2000, Kamaz and Tatra lead the truck standings. And I conclude my video with the story of the Kamaz Master team. It is known for its successes in the Dakar Rally and has several impressive advantages that bring them constant victories and make them difficult to overtake. In 1991, the Kamaz Master team first participated in the famous Paris-Dakar race. In 1996, Viktor Moskovsky brought Kamaz its first victory in the Dakar, but the real breakthrough was made by the team with the arrival of Vladimir Chagin. Over the course of 22 years, from 2000 to 2022, the team won the truck standings 18 times, and 19 victories, including the 1996 victory, are a world record. Vladimir Chagin, also known as Volodya Chef or Kolobok, is not only the leader of the team but also one of the most respected rally drivers in the world. The victories of the Blue Armada, as the team is unofficially called, are the result of their hard work, unity, and pursuit of excellence. The team has a well-established plan for preparation and race execution, giving them a competitive advantage. Additionally, the Kamaz Master team constantly invests in research and development. Their trucks have powerful engines and suspension, as well as optimized construction. It is also worth noting that the Kamaz Master team employs a team of highly skilled drivers and crews who are carefully trained and prepared for each race. Furthermore, the Kamaz Master team is renowned for its strong team spirit and collaboration. They have well-established communication between crews, allowing them to work together effectively and overcome obstacles. The combination of these factors makes the Kamaz Master team so successful and challenging for other teams to overtake in the Dakar Rally. They continue to set standards in this race and represent themselves as one of the strongest teams in the world of motorsport. In conclusion of my Dakar video, it's worth noting that the rally has become a symbol of courage, excitement, and bravery. The competition continues to attract the attention of world racers and motorsport fans, and its history serves as an example of constant improvement and overcoming difficulties. It has forever entered the history of motorsport and remains one of the most thrilling events.